been doing this a long time, 17, 18 years. You always dream of this day when you're going to get into the Derby. And so here we were today with a horse that we loved. We thought we had the best horse in the race. And the truth is, I thought the only thing that could stop us was the distance. He's got that sprinter mare on the bottom, and we were a little worried about it. Well, I'm not worried anymore. So the emotion was off the charts.
It was surreal to watch Javier just move this horse around the whole track. And it was just so much fun being with my family and my good friend Randy. And the horse just did whatever we wanted him to do. He's just a special horse, and he's just special in our hearts now for sure, both of families.
Look, in this game, if 10 things could happen, 9 will go wrong and 1 goes right. So to say we were nervous today, I think I slept last Wednesday, so I get some sleep probably tomorrow.
This is so exciting. I mean, I've won a couple of big races in the past, but this is probably the biggest race, you know, emotionally that I've had. You know, it's so exciting to have a great 3-year-old. And as I mentioned before, I grew up in Kentucky. My dad used to take me, we go to Bluegrass Days every year. And he'd take us out of school. It used to be Thursday, 9 days before the Derby, so he'd take us out of school, and we always came there. So the race is, Keeneland, and this race is special to me. I grew up around it, and it's just overwhelming. All of the good horses that I've been around in Wayne's barn and Pletcher's barn, I mean, I would say one of the traits that almost all I've had is they're very intelligent, and this horse is very intelligent. He knows what he's here for. He knows he's a racehorse. He knows how to win, and he'll give 110%. Those things I know about him. He's very smart, and he'll give everything he's got. You just can't take away from the experience that we had coming up under Wayne's barn, and then working with Todd. We were around a lot of great 3-year-olds, and it's rubbed off. I mean, all of us have done well. You know, me, Mike Maker, Dallas, Mark, all of us have done well. And sure, we've been on this trail before. I was on it before I went on my own, so I'm glad that it came our way, and we kind of know what to do. I wanted the horse to, we're in a 2-hole. I didn't want to get it behind a bunch of horses and make it too difficult. He's got great tactical speed. And I told Javier, get yourself a good spot going into the first turn. So he did. I mean, the horse, you know, he won going 3/4 of a mile, being up on the angel. So I knew there was no doubt that we had the tactical speed to be where we wanted to be. So I left it up to Javier. I said, get a good spot in the first turn and go from there. And you never know in a race. I mean, there might have been somebody gung-ho from the outside, or maybe the dynamic would have changed. But, you know, I thought he rode a perfect race. He got him out of there. He let the one horse set the pace, and we were right there. As the race was unfolding, they went 23-1, 47. I thought it was salty enough, and you know, with him being out of a Grade 1 winning mare at 7/8, I was like, I hope we're not going too quick. But like I said, he's an athlete, and nothing would ever surprise me about him. You know, when he came to the top of the stretch and had a horse and kind of opened up like he did, I thought he was going to be hard to run down.
They said the only thing that concerned you guys in this race was the distance. Does this ease that concern?
It does. It does. Look, he ran great, and we've got to go to Kentucky. But I did tell both Randy and Mike, the owners, I said, you know, this horse is so special and so good that even if it's not his best distance, he might win this race because he's that good. And that's what good horses do. That's what great athletes do, even human athletes. They overcome, and they do things that they're not supposed to do because they're that good. And so I was concerned about the distance, and but I thought he handled this distance today fine, and he definitely handled it well enough to go on to the next one. Who's lived in Louisville knows that whole week is it's a huge experience. It's not just about the race; it's about the whole community and all the events going on, and there's a lot of electricity in the air. So, you know, for me, it probably means more to me than somebody that's not from there. The Derby's a tremendous experience, and you know, it means a lot to me. This horse was a late May baby, and he needed a little break after the Nashville. I didn't really have a choice. I personally believe that Derby horses are better served to have more races and be battle tested and such. So it's not by design that he's lightly raced. It's just the timing. You know, with our horses, we try to do what's right that day and just keep doing it day by day by day, and it leads to wherever it leads to. So I would prefer to have more races under his belt. But it doesn't surprise me to win the Bluegrass with just 3 races on his belt, just because he's just been such an athlete. He really has. I haven't had a colt like him the whole time I've